All right, what's up, world? What's up, community? This your boy,
Artlist.io.
Bernard Dyson, coming to you again from Lifestyle Motivational Podcast. As always, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, find a reason to smile because you are blessed and highly favored at the end of the day, right? And life is too short to be stressing over things that you cannot control. So find a reason to smile. Find something to be grateful for. And then get up and get at it. Get at it. When you wake up in the morning, get up with a purpose. Have a plan, right? Know what you're trying to accomplish within that day, to where when you hit the end of that day, as long as you know that you done exhausted everything that you can and put everything that you can into that day, whether that's spending time with your family, that's completing something that you want when it comes to your dreams, visions, and your goals, right? Taking one step closer to complete that, you will at the end of the day feel like a winner, right? You will be a winner. You will be that champion or that warrior that I speak through or talk about daily in my daily affirmations. You will be that warrior. But you have to believe it in yourself and have that confidence within yourself. So today's topic, let's jump into it. So today's topic is about you have to want more. Um, you have to want more than your current situation, right? Um, and when I say wanting more, I'm talking about spiritually. You have to want that better relationship, right, with God. And I always say this because if you commit yourself to that building that spiritual relationship is going to carry you through any adversity that you go through in your life. That adversity, as always, could be financial situations. It can be grief, right? It can be mental health, right? It can even be physical pain through either injury, right? It can be disappointment, right? Because a lot of times some of us are not strong enough to handle adversity when it's thrown at us because we, for one, never been taught how. We never been too confronted for how we conduct ourselves, right? Or three, some of us is put ourselves mentally on this pedestal to where no one can tell us anything, right? So we never take time to even take a picture of ourselves and say, my character is crap, right? The way I treat people is crap, right? I don't respect myself enough, right? But I expect everybody else to treat me right. No, life don't work that way. So when you build that spiritual relationship, I'm gonna say with my God, as I built a spiritual relationship with him, I was able to see things clearly, right? Sometimes, a lot of times, I wonder why. Because when you're on a path and you're trying to do right, right? Even when things are going wrong in your life, right? When your life's getting cut off, cause, right, you just don't have enough at the end of the day, right? Right? When you pushing through, for me, hey, when I was pushing through, driving back and forth, right? To constantly keep that relationship with my children, right? To keep that custody, right? It was times I wanted to give up. It was times I wanted to mentally throw in the towel. But I couldn't. Because that relationship that I built with God, right, kept me and allowed me to see that there's a reason that you're going through this. It's a reason that them kids need you, right? So Build that spiritual relationship, right? Even when you know that you're doing all that you can, but it seems like ain't nothing good coming from it. Sometimes you gotta keep grinding. Sometimes we want the quick path, right? We want the quick path. And I use myself for example. When I was younger, right? My mama used to always push me, hey, go to school, baby. Go to school. Keep going to school. Stay in school, right? But a lot of times mentally we think that we don't need to do that, right? We hear what that person is trying to encourage us and tell us what to do, but we think, nah, I need it right now, right? I need it right now. So I'm not gonna lie, it was times to where I quit school because I didn't think big picture. I didn't think what an education would do for me long term, right? I wanted the money now, right? I wanted the money then, right? But wasn't thinking about the wealth, right? Or the riches that would come from, hey, as people call it, that piece of paper, but a lot of times that piece of paper is something that nobody can take from you, right? So I had to go through some things in the midst, right? And just because you have money and all this kind of stuff doesn't mean that you're not gonna experience life challenges, right? Or go through adversity. No. But I encourage to tell you all, hey, when you push yourself, when you get an education, and when that first job fall through, you know you got something to back you up. When you get that certificate or that certification, you got something to back you up, right? Because you stand for something that nobody can take from you, right? So sometimes we have to push ourselves in life to go beyond what's in our right now. Think past what's just our right now, right? Sometimes you can't, or should I say all the time, you can't do stuff just because of the benefit of money. Because as I tell you all, if you build that relationship with God, if you build that relationship and follow his path and allow him to hold your hand, at the end of the day, he gonna bring all the money to you. He gonna reveal all your dreams, visions, and your goals. He gonna bring all that stuff into fruition. So even as you go through the journey along the way, right? And you lose some things, but you continue to stay faithful to God, right? And to yourself and to your family. Continue to be a great man or a great woman or a great child, boy or girl, right? God is never going to fail you. He's never going to fail you, right? I done lost some things across this journey, right? That I done went through, right? Thought I lost some things that I really needed. But God brought it back to me tenfold because I stayed faithful, right? So build that relationship with God or your higher power. I'm going to say my God. Build that relationship with God, right? Because God has enough. He has enough love to spread to each and every single one of us. So build that relationship with him, right? Allow him to know what you want in life. He already know and see it, right? But you have to confess it and regurgitate it out your mouth, right? To say, God, I need this, right? God, I need you to carry me through this relationship issue. God, I need you to carry me through this grief, right? God, I need you to help me not to give up and not to make excuses, not to be a procrastinator. God, I need you to allow me to see that what I'm going through right now is just temporary and just a season, because you got something greater for me on the other side of this. Sometimes you got to get gangster yourself, right? And bring out that inner lion, that inner beast within you, to show people that at the end of the day, you will not be broken. Because as you go through things, you may be different. You may speak different. You may act different. But as long as you have the mentality that I'm going to accomplish whatever I put my mind to, right? Because I want something greater in life, right? God is going to bless you tenfold, right? And along that journey, as you treating people right, every time that you treat a person right, I guarantee it's a blessing that's been added to your bank. It's like you going to work. Every hour that you work, you get money added to your bank, right? So when that paycheck comes, you get what you put in the work for. So now you have to look at that the same way with your life. Whatever you put in the work for, you will get a reward for it. And you have to believe that. If you treat people right, you get a check for that, right? If you do right by your family, you get a check for that, right? And as you get those checks and that reservoir that you keep adding on and adding on to, eventually it's going to overflow. Eventually your bank account is going to overflow. Because you never gave up and you allowed God to be in your life as you went through whatever it is that you went through. Success is not easy. But a lot of times we make it super harder than what it actually really is. Because we spend so much time mentally thinking about too far in the future. Right? To where sometimes you have to just sit down and keep it simple and be like, if I get this education, boom, it's going to allow me to do more things for my family. Boom, it's going to allow them to have to offer me more money when I go apply for that position. Right? It's going to give me more choices in life, career paths that I can take, right? It's going to open doors to where I can teach and be an example for my kids to be like, hey, daddy or mommy don't set the bar. So at the end of the day, you all cannot come beneath this bar. You have to come up to it or you have to jump over it. My parents set the bar for me, right? Through wisdom, through knowledge, right? Through having conversations, right? Through hard work, discipline, right? Commitment, right? So now I'm a living example of that. As they set the bar for me, I had to come up to that bar. As they treated people right, now I have to treat people right because they showed me how to do that. And as they showed me how to do that, I had to elevate myself to that level. Either come up to it or I had to jump over it next. But always remember, when you jump over that level that your ancestors, right, as your parents, right, that your role model done set for you, never forget to continue to humble yourself to where you have enough confidence in yourself, but you never forget to pull another one up, right? Yeah. So as you continue to grind, you continue to build that relationship with God, right? Yeah. As you continue to build that relationship with Him and continue to have that faith, right? And continue to empower yourself, then the prayers and everything that everybody else is praying for you about, it's going to start coming to fruition. But you have to believe it for yourself first before anybody else can help you manifest your dreams, visions, and your goals, right? And as always, your dreams, visions, and your goals, people, may be tied to, right, your mental health. It may be tied to your finances, right? But as you build that relationship, everything that you do because you want more, hear me out. Every single thing that you do because you want more in life, long as you treating people right, you consistently staying committed to your why and your family and to yourself, right? You continue to hold yourself accountable because you don't verbally put it out there to the world that this is what I need to do. You don't put it out there to that best friend. This is what I need to do. You don't put it out there to God like, God, I need your help. Because you're not fearful anymore of what you're going through because you're not alone. And when you realize that you're not alone in life, it's other people that don't went through certain situations. It's other people that can help you, right? Even when you feel like you up here and you done did everything and you feel like you the one, it's still the next level to go to. It's still more learning that you can do. It's still another level that you can be elevated to. But you have to believe in the power of God. Stay humble to yourself and everybody else. Stay grateful. Even when things come your way. Stay positive. I had someone post a comment on one of my daily affirmations, and it was like, it's easier said than done, right? So if you're watching this, you know who you are. I think it was, I'm not gonna call the name, but that's partially true. It's easier said than done. But in order to complete that or accomplish that, to be a better person, you have to practice, right? Nothing happens overnight, right? Success doesn't happen overnight. I didn't start this podcast overnight. I was doing this all my life, right? It was just something that God put on me to say, all right, it's time to take it to the next level. So this is a part of my next level, my elevation, right? And this is just only the beginning because I believe that for myself, right? So even when people talk about you, right? When people don't think that you know what they saying about you, hey, don't worry about them. Just keep grinding. Keep elevating yourself to want more, to do more, right? To be more, to constantly build up that reservoir of blessings, right? Continue to treat people right, right? Continue to put in the work to reach whatever it is that you're trying to do. Whether it's education, right? Whether it's your finances, right? Whether it's building relationships, right? Communication, right? Grinding hard every single day, right? Hard work, discipline can't be taught. So when somebody think that they can outwork you and outgrind you, you have to believe in here and have that beast inside of your heart, right? That you will not be outworked. I will be successful no matter what you say about me, right? I will accomplish my dreams, visions, and goals. And I will continue to check off them boxes. And as you continue to check off them boxes, one day you can continue to surpass all those people that talked about you, right? Because you never know who you're going to actually meet. That's why it's always important to treat people right. So at the end of the day, y'all, continue to build a relationship, right, with your higher power. Because you have to want more. And as you push yourself through life to want more, to do more, to create a better lifestyle for yourself and for your family, right? You have to, or should I say, you will need that spiritual healing or that spiritual comfort a lot of times, right? Don't always go to God just when things are going good in your life, right? Or when things, should I say, don't always go to God when things are going bad in your life, right? Go to God when things are going good. Allow him to know that you're following him, right? And as you maintain and build that relationship with him and continue to have faith in the things that you want and trying to accomplish in your life, even when it gets hard and tough, right? He's going to be there to support you along that way. And he's going to be able to help you when you get in that mindset where you want to give up. He's going to help you when you get in that mindset of saying, this ain't for me. Nah, You cannot give up. So you have to want more in life. You have to build that faithful relationship with God, right? Continue to push yourself and motivate yourself each and every single day to be positive, to treat people right, to be an example for your family, right? Continue to stand up and fight for yourself, and continue to make sure you release the negative stress that's trying to take over your life. You are a winner, you are a champion, you are a warrior. Do not be defeated by the evils of this world or the evil people that's trying to doggone control your life, right? Just know that you are empowered to be great, and you are not alone in whatever situation that you're going through right now in life. Speak it out into existence that you will get through this. Let someone know that I am going through what I'm going through right now, and I need you to hold me accountable so I can get out of this and I can do better with where I'm trying to go. So stay motivated, stay positive, believe in yourself. This your boy, Bernard Dyson, signing off from Lifestyle Motivational Podcast.
Music licensing reimagined.